I hate my boss. When I applied for the job that I have, nowhere in the job description did it ever say, take orders from a supervisor who literally does nothing. Like, my boss literally does nothing. Like, we do all the hard work, and he just walks around with his nose at his clipboard, doing the little supervisor stare and everything. And you ever notice how your boss will just ask you stupid questions? Like, your boss will come up to you and ask you a stupid question that you and him both know the answer to. Like, your boss will just come up to you, right? Now check this out. Sometimes, when you're actually being productive at work and doing what you're supposed to be doing, your boss is never around to actually acknowledge the hard work that you're doing. But the second that you have some downtime and you're doing nothing, bam, here comes your boss with a stupid question. So what are you doing? And even though you're literally not doing anything, you don't want to admit that to your boss. So what you do is, you answer your boss's question with a question of your own. What am I doing? Yeah, this gives you enough time to think of something. So, a few years ago, I used to work as a sales associate at Abercrombie & Fitch, right? And I had this one particular manager, right? He, instead of asking you, what are you doing? He would come up to you and say, what are we doing? As if he's like my partner or something. It was really weird, So, and unlike most managers who will ask you this question when you're doing nothing, this guy was weird because he would ask you this question when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. So, one day he comes up to me and he's like, so, what are we doing? So weirdo, and I just looked at him and said, well, I'm folding this t-shirt while you're over here wondering what I'm doing. And, I just wish that I could just go on a job interview, right? For a job that I have no intention of actually getting, just so I can mess it up. Now imagine I go to a job interview, right? And they hand me the job application, right? And the section where it says sex, right? Instead of circling male or female, I'll just write, yes please. Or, they'll even ask you about your old job history. I'll write something ridiculous like, I was a past astronaut. Yeah, something crazy like that, right? And then, oftentimes when you're standing face to face in front of your job interviewer, they will always ask you, so, why do you want to work for this company? What makes you a good candidate to be here with us? I don't know, I'll write something crazy like, well, nobody was hiring, so I just needed a job, so I decided to come to you guys. I'm gonna check that out right now. Like, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys right now. And sometimes they even ask you, why did you leave your past job? I'll say, well, I left my past job because I put my boss in a chokehold for asking stupid questions. I would definitely say that. Now, oftentimes your manager will always ask you to do something really unusual, something that just goes far beyond your job qualifications. So one day, back in high school, I used to work at a coffee shop, right? And my manager came up to me and, it was closing time, so he told me to mop the floor with a toothbrush. So, yeah, it was really weird, and oftentimes your managers will even ask you to do things that they themselves would never even do, right? Like, yeah, let's see you clean a toilet bowl with your bare hands. Just nasty. So if I actually won the lottery one day, right, I would just go to work the next day without a care in the world. Like, I'm rich now, I don't need this job anymore, right? So if I won the lottery, I'll just straight go to work, right? My manager can even come up to me and he would even say, hey, can you? Nope. Before he can even finish the sentence, I'll just say nope, right? And while we're at it, I'll just pull out a wad $100 bill and just smack him in the face with it, right? And I'll look him in the eye and I'll say, keep change. Yeah. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I would smack him in the face with $100 bills and I would just say, you know what? I quit. Thank you guys.
Yeah.